What up, anime fans? I am back with another video, viewing episode 99 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. I do apologize, it's been so long, like 6 months since my last review on it. But, to be honest, it wasn't really my fault. It was the internet acting up out of nowhere, which really bothered me for months, really annoyed me. It's been like this since 6 months. Jesus Christ. It's still October, so... Unless it's 6 months according to the specific day, it'll be 7 months soon. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, October, September, October. So, since April, I think. Yeah, actually. It was just before the start of the third season. April 2024. It was around about that time it started acting up. I missed the beginnings of the new arcs of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And now Pokemon started its fourth story arc. Ugh, that pisses me off that this happened. I really wanted to catch up on Pokemon and experience these arcs as soon as they aired. No. The internet made me have to wait for fucking months. Right. Calmness. I want to talk about Rush Duel now. It's fun to play in real life, but watching it in anime, I prefer the Master Duels. Those stories being more dramatic. Oh, the Master Duel era have all mature storytelling and very high stakes for the characters. The music even complemented them. You feel tense whenever a trap or spell is played, or a monster summon, or a special type of summon, stuff like that. But gosh, it just kind of takes away the tension. Like, some did try their best to get some tension. Like done the memory loss storyline for the Goha Yuga arc, which was supposed to be the Goha Yuga arc, but basically became the Jewel King arc. Basically became the final arc because it was cancelled before it could go to its third year. But most likely, due to low viewerships and COVID, might have been a factor in that too. It's a shame. You can tell the writers definitely had something planned with those characters, but had to be pushed aside just to rush to the finale. It would be nice to see what type of threat Goha Yuga was. You know? And him just becoming a good guy, just basically being a good guy now, just kind of came out of nowhere. Like him reluctantly working with his siblings to help build a better future for Rush Duels. I mean, it kind of came out of nowhere for this. Like like the fifth sibling, the youngest sibling. Like, like he was gonna have a big character journey after Goha Yuga was revived. But now that gets rushed too. Ha! Rush. I just realized it. They rushed the final arc, and the main gimmick of the season is Rush Duel. I didn't even realize that till just now. But Go Rush seems to be doing a little better, but still the tension pin, yeah. This arc, though, has been the most tense story arcs for the characters. I feel like it's a good tense storyline. Because Julius, like everyone, like all the Belgians are gone except Julius. Dead. Basically. And this episode really dives into that emotion a bit. Because it's actually helping giving Julius a fun time. You know, give us mind of it. This is a good episode. So, no delay. Let's get into it actually. So the episode opens up with the trio of Julius, Yuhi, and Yuma walking to school. Yuhi's being a little down as well. Worried about Julius. So we're at school. They went to Epoch, who's also there. You know, obviously she was worried about Julius, but you know, she doesn't basically have a rest speaking in a way. Not speech, like that's not what I mean. Like a rest as in she's saying what she doesn't mean. Okay. Damon also shows up. Yeah. Damon reveals that school's been cancelled. Oh my gosh, she's gone. Peace and quiet. Jesus Christ, almost 6 o'clock. Anyway. And it was due to all the Belgians disappearing that school's closed as everyone else refused to come. Basically because they were scared they might disappear someday. Because it could affect them, not just the Belgians. So, yeah, Yuhi. Guys had to go somewhere. So, stressed they should go on a trip to help Julius. Well, I'll keep off then. So, yeah, gotta go to the park for it. And the other Julius, Epoch, Dumbo having fun. Yuhi and Yumo, express their emotions about what happened. You know, Julius is now alone, the last of his kind. Makes a great edge to his character. Oh, Julius is the first alien protagonist in the entire franchise. And also, naivety really works well with him too. I love him as a character. Yeah, and we can go everywhere. That's fun. Well, they've been everywhere. The only other fun places you just notice is either UTS or Chutao's house. And is it down which that's going to Chutao's house? But definite no. No, Dual Links actually gives them English voice actors. Even though pardon me. We haven't even got a dub yet. Why is this dub taking so fucking long? There's something going on here. Unlike the Master Duel dubs, the Rush Duel dubs are taking longer. Why? They're not. Isn't like it's because there's no Rush Duel in the West yet? Okay, I understand what. Why aren't they releasing Rush Duel in the West yet? It's been out since 2020. Like 4 fucking years. 5 years. Nearly 5 goddamn years since then. Since Rush Duel first came out. Seriously, 5 goddamn years. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. It was 4 years ago. 4 years ago it was when Rush Duels were created. Listeners never going to experience it though. Even just in Japan, unless for a trial time, see how well it does release it worldwide. Yet it's still not released it worldwide yet. Why is that? That's the question. They're still trying to keep Speed Tour going. That's why we get slow updates on the English dubs. But maybe the Duel Links will Rush Duel and Duel Links might help speed this along, actually. This is just too weird that they're doing this. The dub is taking so damn long. Like, seriously, when Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 announces English dub, we didn't hear anything about it for months when we first got to the English cast in a fucking game. An English release of a Rush Duel game. Well, we heard the English voices of those characters for the first time. Of course, some people assume there'll be 10 voice actors, but no, they're the official voices. I'm not hoping the Go Rush dub actors won't exactly be the actual voices of the characters in the actual dub. Yumi's isn't bad. I haven't heard Yumu, so I can't judge hers, but Yuhi's, yeah, I don't like. And he's actually speaking some good stuff, but I don't like him as Yuhi. He just doesn't suit the character. Like, if you, like, they should get someone, I think they should cast a female actor as the character. And have him do a slightly deeper voice with it being in middle school now. You know, more mature and immature sides of Yuhi. Like, think about it. When Yuhi's young, he's a lot more immature, but after 2 years, he's now a more mature middle school student. He hasn't put more, but he's actually grown as a character. And, well, looking back at his first duel of Julius, you see how different his voice sounded a bit. It was more younger. Anyway, Epoch has Epoch's magazine. She wants a good. Oh, by the way, there's that 99.99% of Mutsubatown doesn't even know about. So they travel around and manage to find the park. Like, it's a very familiar looking place if you've seen Sebans. I think this is the exact place Yuga dueled Tiger. Doing the Goha siblings arc. Like, Tiger was rash. She didn't admit her mistake in that story. She should have talked it out to Yuga, told him what's going on instead of trying to stop him like that. Without explaining. And plus, these are full of ninja. This place is full of bug-themed ninjas. Insect village, I think it's called. Insect ninjas. Where that Nanaho girl, I think that was her name. What was her name again? Nanaho? The girl, you see the girl who wanted to revive Go Hyuga in the first place. For whatever reason. Like, we never got a chance to dive into their motivations. Obviously, obviously, it was set up for the next arc. But again, that got cut. That was basically worked into the final arc after being cancelled. And to throw away a lot of good ideas that was developing. Just saying, Yuya-san was just getting really good. I enjoy it. I like the characters. You could have been more of a Milgram protagonist, having some wins and some losses. But the effect works with his character. You know, because he's just like a typical ordinary kid who just loves to have fun. And some people say he's less obnoxious. He's kind of a villain in a way. Yeah, but when you think about it, Roha was regulating duels. But the way they're doing it wasn't kind of good. Look at the way it was being done. And look at the way it was getting being done, you know? When you think about it. Anyway, Yuhi Anyway, what to say? Anyway, about particular supplies they have customers. You know, I mean, no one's come to this park, so they're basically on the verge of closing. So basically, everything's free. So again, just enjoy their day. It's a very unique things for ninjas. You know, some suspicious things are going on. You must be feeling like someone's got off. Anyway, pardon me. They're not watching the duel show. Instead of using actual cards, which actually makes sense. Don't actually duel, not actually properly rush dueling. So they're just using props and stuff. What makes it similar as a duel. Instead of having to use the actual decks. That way you can make it more scripted with what cards can be used as specific decks. Whereas they're kind of being lazy in this duel. Come on. Ilias though doesn't really is kind of mad at this. Basically thinking they're insulting rush duels with their laziness. You know, it's just a show. I mean, you can understand where Ulysses is coming from, though. Suicho gave up his life during a rush duel. You know, trusting Ulysses will be able to save them. They'll find a way to bring them back. Trust him as a friend. But I cannot find any fandom. Fandom has not done any Go Rush arcs. Which is odd, because they had arcs for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s prior to the dub. You know, when you think about it, a lot of ends were pretty villainous. It's had great villain stories, but you kind of felt a little flat in that area when they were being set up. Like, take Ram Ram. It was like she was being set up to be the next villain of the story. The ex-arc's villain, but no. That turned out to be a different character. Ruby and Kirishima. London's cousin. Or sister. I can't remember which. So it's just the way it's being set up. And the way set up London to be like an antagonist too. After the end, towards much later in the arc. Like he's gonna be an antagonist doing this duel the Lug. But the Lug turns out to be a good guy. He just doesn't like being criticized by his manga. His manga is just so boring and freezes everyone. He doesn't intentionally do it. I don't know. They're just playing they're just playing with too many safe concepts. It's about expectations kind of gay, but and I do like these characters, but come on, I miss it. Come on, leading to the shonen leading the shonen tropes. You know, villains go from being bad guys to actually becoming more rivals or ally friends to the protagonist. You know, what happened to that? I mean, look at I use other Yu-Gi-Oh as an example, like Jack. In the first arc, he was a total dick, but during the Up on the Moors arc, he actually becomes actual good friend to Yusei again after betraying him all those years ago. Shows his growth as a character. Other characters. Oh yes, there's Kaiten Sharp and Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexo. Kaito. Or Kaito, as he's known in the Japanese version. Just call him Kaito. Just say he's more unique, because Kaito's a weird name. Like, Shark was just a regular bully at the start of the series. But after dueling Yuma twice in the season, 2 more times in the story, he became Yuma's friend, even risked his own life to protect Yuma's key when he dueled right, even though he lost. But I think he goes for a villain arc or in the final arc. For some reason. I don't know how to feel about that. well, because I don't know him, and I'm currently thinking it's kind of a regression of his character. It's also quite. It was always seen in numbers where just to rescue his little brother, but it was basically an antagonist towards Yuma. But basically, he teamed up with Yuma and Shock to face off against his own father, and just became a good ally to Yuma. Again, character growth. Former enemies become allies. Like I say, like Silvio as well, or Savatari. He was a bit just was still a bit of a dick later, but he becomes a good ally to Yuya after doing their duels. I'm just saying. I like it when enemies become allies. You gotta love that trope. It works well in the shonen stories. Enemies becoming allies and allies becoming enemies. It's a good trope. Yes, it's a well-known trope that can be predictable sometimes, but we don't. But that's why we like it. Even though it's predictable, we love those stories. We're suckers for them. I'm just saying, no one truly felt like a threat. I'm sorry, but no one in the season felt like a proper threat. Other than Otis, you actually was a good idea for a villain. A twist villain. Like he was set up mysteriously. Like he planned this from the whole start. It works with his character, and he's a genuinely good threat. Shane was just a genuinely rushes, and then we got the properly hint of him being more than just then that this is just him being a villain. But I'm just saying, the Rush Doors are just trying to play it more safe. I get it, kind of, because it's for younger audiences, but kids will get bored of this too, There's something wrong with playing safe, but unless you do something good. This is good, by the way. Not saying that. I'm just saying, kids want to get grander storytelling. Because there actually are good kid shows with deep storytelling. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Anyone heard that? Each season is basically like a story arc. The water bending arc, earth bending arc, and fire bending arc. God, that dog never shuts up. I'm just saying, okay? I like it when allies become I just like that shonen trope. I just feel like the Rush Door seasons are just playing it safe. So it kind of feels hard to get invested in the villains. That's a great like I said, Otis is a great villain. I'm not denying that. I mean, they definitely were trying to build it up to be one, but because they were Rush finale, they had to reveal twist it in an unnatural way. And the memory, getting the other characters' memories back, but the story was really built up to, basically, everyone not around, Yuka and Luke not sure what to do. I know I'm just complaining for a kid show, but and like I say, kid shows can be deep too. Good storytelling, like take Teen Titans as well. That told good storytelling and was a kid show. And like Teen Titans Go, it's just cheap laughs and shit. So I entertain a toddler, but they just don't care. And I said they treat kids like they're stupid. Like there are actually good little kid shows too that tell good characters and storytelling. Like, for example, Sophia the First. Don't you? But it's really good with its characters. As Sophia grows to become a great Disney princess, she learns from her mistakes. She has a good relationship with Emmy. Now, there's a villain who's not. There's a company. She has a complex villain who end up redeeming himself by towards the end. And it's a show for little kids, for God's sake. That is good storytelling. It wasn't trying to play it safe. It was a little kid show, but It knew kids aren't stupid and wanted a good show. That's why it's still beloved. I know I'm complaining, but come on. You can't blame me for that. I just really miss the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel just feels too safe. I understand why simplify the rules and stuff for new audiences, but it just simplifies the. They're just simplifying, just you know, no deep storytelling, which is sad. Like, even the original Yu-Gi-Oh had good storytelling. Like, take the first chapter of the manga. Tatsuya Jinochi and Hiroto Honda were bullies to Yugi, but Yugi stood up for them and they became good friends. Now, Honda didn't become Yugi's friend until around chapter 5, I think. Chapter 7, actually, by the way. Honda becomes Yugi's friend. It's built. It's done nicely. They don't make him his friend straight away in the manga. They actually. It takes him time to become Yugi's lifelong friend. Making the brilliant character he is in Duel Monsters. In the Duel Monsters manga. When the Whiskers like to rescue Mukaba. Again, because it's just good characters. Gold Rush does have good characters, but I don't know, they just don't go through any true hardships. Other than Udius. I'm sorry, I went on complaining long enough. I do apologize for that. Anyway, Udius is obviously illustrated. As I said, Suijo gave his life in a duel. You know? And them doing this just kind of disrespectful to it. Basically, he opened their eyes. Anyway, one of the characters just reminds me of Kenshi for some reason. There's this character with purple hair, bushy eyebrows, and reddish eyes. It's just I don't know, the way he carried, he's just like a samurai and stuff. I don't know though, I don't know why, but he just gives me Kenshin Himura vibes. I don't know why either. How weird. Right. So basically they reveal that there's only 6 of them working at this place. They do all the hard work around here, make people have fun, amazing talents. Amazing talents. But if that's the case, why didn't people come? This also gets a revelation. Basically, on the day they were open, an invisible wall appeared. An invisible wall appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, wasn't no one to come. And when the wall disappeared, they were to the cliffside. We get revealed. So basically, it was kind of their fault in the first place. From the all the way back in towards the end of season 1. And even get a unique flashback of when they came back. Because Asuna was too impulsive. She ended up not putting it back right. As a cliff. Used also not to quit as uses Belgia River I-beams. They create a whole passageway and more people in. Working together. As you use now as motivation, it's gonna keep on going forward. Yuki and Yuma are helping him too. After that, Takana shows up, or Tanaka, I can't remember his name. It's the news. Basically, the science teams found they managed to find information on the card. Information basically says that they can find a way to bring back all the Belgians, which is nice, but kind of does undercut the whole thing, in my opinion. Like, Udius has to grapple with the fact that he may be the last of his kind now. But it gets undercut here. And it cuts the great emotional storytelling that happened throughout these throughout this arc. But, oh man. Anyway, the episode ends on ominous note. Yuga says, guess it's time to go. Oh, he's buying a ship. Next episode, we'll begin. It's Yuhi Odo versus Yuga Odo once again. A proper duel this time. With the actual decks. This is going to be one hell of a duel. Can't wait to see it in the next episode. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. Want to see more Square Channel Luxury Mail? We have to date on all videos because we just started this one a little long. It's my fault for random mom. But yeah, go. This is a good episode. I recommend you check it out just for the story time, just for the character moments. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Later. Kill Phoenix out.